Hello, Steve. Today is Monday, March the 31st. And I just finished watching the How I Met Your Mother series finale. I do want to give a fair warning. I'm not going to say anything in this video that explicitly ruins any major plot point, but instead gives some vague hints as to what may have happened. So if you haven't yet seen or you're planning to eventually watch the series finale of How I Met Your Mother, I might advise you to stop watching this video right now. Or better yet, you can safely skip to the final 30 seconds to hear about how my running challenge is going and hear my move for Battleship. So this is your last opportunity to skip to that point before you might get spoiled. For anyone watching this video who did watch the episode, all I can say is the writers really went big with this one. They could have gone with an easy and cheery ending, but instead they decided to go with something a little bit different. And in that sense, I'm really interested in hearing your thoughts on the finale, Steve. While I found some of the points a little bit tough to digest, I honestly thought that the final episode was quite brilliant. I feel like everything tied up together pretty nicely, and I feel like the journey was completely worthwhile for all of this. I feel like how it all played out really strengthened the purpose of what we were watching for all those 9 seasons. Having done a Twitch scan of the Facebook universe, all I can say is people either loved it or hated it. And I definitely noticed a lot on the WTF side of things. To which I say, after seeing how it all played out, I know that this is what the show had been building towards the whole time, and the purpose of the whole thing. And the final moments put the entire show into perfect perspective. And it actually made the whole narrative make a lot of sense. And while the end may not have been what we initially had envisioned, and it may also not have been what we really wanted to see happen, it's the end that the show actually deserved. One thing that I think made it quite brilliant, as pointed out to me by our very own Judge Dredd, was the idea of symmetry. And this is considering some of the backstory introduced in the episode How Your Mother Met Me, and it makes total sense. I would also like to say kudos to the actress who played Ted's children. They shot scenes from the final episode 7 years ago, and they've known that information the whole time. And it doesn't appear that they ever said a word about it. What champions. On the flip side of things, the only thing I didn't really like about the finale is how rushed it all seemed. A lot of really big revelations were made, and there wasn't the proper amount of time for the fans to digest that information. And that's probably the sole reason why a lot of people have a problem with this ending. In the end, it comes down to I'm really just going to miss this show. It's had a huge impact on our culture, and more specifically the culture that I've been experiencing. And in the end, the show is really about the friendship that these characters all had for each other. So once again, I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the finale. Quick challenge update. 2.5 miles run in the beautiful weather today. And that puts me at 25 total miles, which is 5% of my total goal after 3 months. Which means it's time to get running. Also of note, I ran in a time of 22 minutes and 52 seconds, which is 14 seconds faster than my last run. As for Battleship, G5 was a miss. I do like the SU form though, all misses of course. My shot is E3. So Steve, it's time I tell you the story of how I sunk your battleship.